Having covered the gray and violet areas of this picture, let's now move on to the red area. Once you have populated the inventory, the most common scenario is the need to track the maintenance operations performed on the buildings. openMAINT allows you to manage two types of maintenance activities, the preventive ones and the corrective ones. Let's start with the corrective maintenance. The basic workflow of the corrective maintenance request is depicted on this diagram. A user can open a request to notify a fault in the building. The problem is then forwarded to the help desk that performs the evaluation phase. If the activity is approved, the help desk generates one or more work orders to be issued to the appropriate teams. The help desk then waits until the teams have completed the activities. When a team receives a work order, it can accept or refuse it. If it is accepted, then it can decide a starting date in the planning activity and then register all the performed operations and the final outcome. When the work orders are all completed, the help desk will resume the request and register the final outcome of the activity. Let us see now an example of this flow inside the application. For entering a maintenance request, I log in as a generic user. Then I can use this form for entering the required information about the problem we are reporting. Basically, we choose the type of problem when we fill out a brief description of the problem. Then you can use this field for entering additional information, and you have to select the gravity of the problem. Then you have to use this button for selecting the precise item of the inventory that is affected by the problem. For instance, in this case, I will choose the room where we have the problem. When we click on Advance, the request is forwarded to the help desk. As you can see now, the requester cannot interact anymore with the form because now the help desk is in charge of it. When I log in as a help desk user, here you find the request created by the user with the status pending because it needs the help desk approval. The help desk must set a priority and a due date and then can decide to close or approve the request. If the request is approved, the next step is the work order generation. The help desk identifies the right team for the work order and then generates the work order. When the work order is generated, the request is suspended, waiting for the team to execute the work order. When the help desk generates the work order for the team will receive an email notification. Then, when they log into the application, they will find the pending work order. As the first step, the team must accept or reject the work order. Then, it schedules the activity. Here, the worker can also print a PDF with all the details of the activity that has to be performed. When the activity starts, the worker will register the activities performed for solving the problem. He can also open a new maintenance request or create a purchase request. As a final step, he assigns an outcome of the activity. When all work orders are related to our request are closed, the original request is resumed, and the help desk can evaluate the final outcome of the activity. Then the request is closed. If you want to retrieve the data of the closed workflows, you can switch from open to completed activities. Here you can find all the data that has been inserted during the workflow execution, and you can also check the history to read the detail of all the fields that have been filled in during the workflow's execution. Note that if the complete workflows is too complex for your requirements, both the maintenance request and the work orders provide the possibility of a lightweight management with just one form to fill out. For instance, if your only necessity is to keep track of the maintenance operations performed in your building without involving other people, you can open a request as a help desk user and use the lightweight management to record the basic information about the problem and the solution. For instance, here I am logged in as a help desk user. I open a new maintenance request, I choose the type, I create the description of the problem, then I select the gravity and the item which was affected by the problem. Then I choose the lightweight management and advance the process. In this second form, I can review the data and I have to choose the team that took charge of the problem. Finally, I set the starting date and the date of the activity and the outcome. When I click on Advance, the process is closed. If I switch to the Completed Process tab, here are all the data of the operations performed on the building. In this way, you can keep track of all the maintenance operations performed on the building in a simpler way.